Donald Trump gave his second sleepy address in as many days Tuesday during a stop in Howell, Michigan, diverting from his winding rant about crime to complain that women don't seem to like him very much. During Trump's low-energy speech, which was hosted in a shiny white garage at the Livingston County Sheriff's office in front of parked police SUVs, the convicted felon candidate desperately attempted to frame his opponent, a former prosecutor, as being too lenient on crime. Trump alleged that Kamala Harris was the ringleader for this pro-crime and anti-police crusade. It's a real anti-police crusade. They just have it out for the police. Nobody knows why. He also called Harris one of the first Marxist prosecutors in America and the godmother of sanctuary cities. Trump continued to falsely claim that Harris was responsible for passing a law that allows shoplifters in California to steal up to $950 in goods without being prosecuted, which Trump first claimed during his wild press conference last week in Bedminster, New Jersey. "So guys are walking into stores with calculators," Trump said, turning to the officers standing behind him. "Did you know that they have calculators? They're adding it up. They want to make sure they're under $950. But it didn't matter because they didn't prosecute the ones that went over it." The Golden State's Penal Code says nothing of the sort. Instead, it states that shoplifters who steal under $950 are charged with a misdemeanor, and those who steal more are charged with a felony. Even if the law said what Trump keeps insisting it does, which it doesn't, it's not clear that Harris had anything to do with the law being passed, or with that horrible shoplifting epidemic he blamed her for. While Trump's speech was meant to focus on crime and safety, he was miraculously able to deliver the exact same talking points he'd made at every speaking event for the past week. He did make one new, but ultimately unsurprising claim about his apparent lack of support from female voters. The Republican nominee promised that if elected to the White House, he would stop the plunder, rape, slaughter, and destruction of our American suburbs, before detouring into a rant about women voters. "I think that women living in the suburbs, I keep hearing about the suburban woman doesn't like Trump. Well, I think it's a fake poll because why wouldn't they like me? I keep the suburbs safe," Trump claimed, arguing that women should be grateful that he kept undocumented immigrants out of their communities. "I think that they like me a lot. I think it's a lot of fake polls," Trump insisted, claiming he had won the big one, despite what polls had predicted. Trump went on to argue that for women voters, safety was the most important issue. Women want to have safety. They want to have a strong military. They want to have a strong police force. They want to be in the house and they want to be safe. They don't want to have people pouring into their doors and you can't do anything about it, right? As the crowd clapped, Trump mused, "I hope they like my personality." He thought about it for a moment. "I have a nice personality, but to me it wouldn't be very important, the personality. They want to be safe," Trump said. Rather than actually craft a message that appeals to female voters, who could reasonably be disturbed by any part of Trump and J.D. Vance's lackluster platform, including their overtly misogynistic rhetoric, Trump has repeatedly tried to woo women with his racist anti-immigrant fear-mongering. On Sunday, Trump shared a post on his Truth Social account showing video footage of a line of people of color walking on a dirt road with the caption, "If you're a woman, you can either vote for Trump or wait until one of these monsters goes after you or your daughter." Trump's attempts to convince women to vote for him have been falling flat, and female voters have been moving steadily to the left, or as Faye